Okay guys, in this video we will be doing the hack the box lame machine, and this is the return machine. To do this machine we need to subscribe to the VIP subscription, and which cost about $15, I think so. Okay, it's $12 per month. Okay, so after subscription you can start the machine. So copy this IP address, and I have already done the nmap scan for all the ports using the threads 4 or the timing 4, and we have these ports open. You can see here VSFTPD server 2.3.4. so what we need to do is we need to copy this and paste it here. Now you can see here two links about the Rapid7 website saying that this has the backdoor command execution. So you can see the Metasploit exploit here, VSFTPD underscore 234 underscore backdoor. Okay, that is we are going to use now. So you can just search for VSFTPD. Now you can see the exploit here. To use that, use 0. So okay, let me type the show options, and now you can see the R host and the R port. Since R port is 21, that is FTP, we can simply put the R host value. You can say set G R host ten 3. So now what you need to do is you need to execute the run command. So now you can also do the manual exploitation using the Python script. So you can see here there is a link for the GitHub, a Python exploit. So you can clone this or you can download this one, and I have already downloaded this rsrtr. So you can see this is the Python script VSFTPD 234.py. So let's say Python 3 VSFTPD and -h. So all you need to specify is IP address, port and command. So let's say port 10.10.10.3 and the port is 21, and let's say the command I want to execute is who am I. So it's triggered backdoor attempting to connect to the backdoor. So here you can see in the Metasploit exploit completed but no session was created. So actually this machine was not intend to exploit this way. There is a firewall to obstruct on the port 6200 from the backdoor, so that's why we are unable to connect to the backdoor. So if ever whenever you find this VSFTPD 234 version, you can run this exploit or the Metasploit version. So in our case this box is not vulnerable for this exploit, even though it has this server. Now what we can do is we can go on to our nmap scan, and you can see what other further ports. You can see here 139 and 445. Samba SMB protocol is open. Now what you can do is you can copy this and you can paste it in Google. So you can see in the Rapid7 website we have this username map script command execution. So you can see here user map underscore script. So we are going to use this exploit to exploit the machine. So now search for user map. So you can see this is the exploit. Now we can simply say use 0. Now let's say show options. So all you need to do is set the L host, that is my TUN0 adapter, and the set R host we have set as a global, set G 10.10.10.3 and port 139, and what you need to do is you can simply run the payload exploit. So now you can see command shell session 1 open. You cannot see any shell. All you need to do is you can say ls here and you will get the output. You can also upgrade to the TTY shell we can just say cat root.txt. So we can say cd home ls, and you can see there is a user makis. So we can say cat makis user.txt, cd makis ls cat user.txt. So okay, we have successfully got these two flags. And you can also say who am I, this is the root shell. So we have successfully rooted this machine. So this is using the Metasploit. Now what I'm going to do is doing the manual exploitation, that is without Metasploit. So okay, now we have this SMB port open. Now let's use the SMB client to see any listing of shares. Before that, I want to show you something, that is locate smb.configuration file. So you need to modify some changes. Sudo nano, type in your computer password. Now you need to add these two lines. So that is client min protocol nt1 and max protocol smb3. So otherwise you will get this error. So I will show you the error. So SMB client list 10.10.10.3. So if you connect this, you can see protocol negotiation failed. Now we need to add these two lines. So add these two lines. I have already added before. I can just remove this comment. I'm sorry. So we have edited the configuration file. Now what we can do is we can run the same command, listing the shares. Hit enter and type in the password. Now you can see anonymous login successful. You can see print directory opt ipc 8b, and you can also see temp directory. So that means it's almost writable. So we can connect to this temp directory. SMB client IP address temp, type in the password. So you can say help command. So you can execute all these commands. So now it is using smb3 protocol. Now how to execute some payload? So that means we need to find this user map script like a manual payload. So for that we need to use such sprite. You can say Samba 3.0. You can see here the path. So Linux, choose the Linux one and also remote one. So you can see here username map script. So this is the manual Ruby file. So what we can do is we can copy this one, and we need to get the location of this. Locate this Ruby file. So it's here. So let's copy this and let's see the contents of this Ruby script. So this is the author and architecture and payload. Payload type is called command. Okay. Now, so username is equals to this one. So we are going to change the username to this one. So slash is equals to no hub press command. Okay. Now we can switch to the username using the logon command. Logon, and what you need to do is you need to paste this payload here. So let's paste exactly no hub, and we need to put the command here. So instead of normal command, what I can do is I can start a netcat listener. So hit enter. Now we are listening on the port 1234. Now we can say nc, and we put the IP address of our parrot machine. IP address and execute bin sh. Okay, now put the quotations quotes to end this command. I think we have done correct. Now hit enter and password, hit enter. So the command will be executed. You can see connect to our from unknown 10.10.10.3 41278. So we are connected. Let's say huyamai root. So you can also display the root.txt file. Okay, so in this way you can use the search exploit to find the manual, to find the actual exploit files, and you can read the code in that and execute in a similar way. So it's a Metasploit is like a template for these exploits. You can directly run the command, but in the background it will execute the payload. So we have successfully pawned the lame machine from the Hack the Box.